Hi.
This is hi.
What's your name?
I'm Liz.
Liz, I'm Quinn. Good to meet
Quinn,
you.
nice to meet you.
Yep. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sweet, awesome. So did you kind of get a sense of what we're doing? Or?
I think so. I got a little bit of an explanation before, and I've been watching.
Okay, cool. I think there were claims over there to choose from. Oh, you already picked something. Okay. What's true that's not allowed to be said? It's an interesting claim. I've never come across one like this before. Do you have an idea on something that's true that's not allowed to be said? And can you say it?
I mean, like, morally, no, but I will.
Okay.
So, just the whole idea behind the club scene in New York and Los Angeles, it's people get paid to bring in girls that typically older men pay to be around, like hundreds to thousands of dollars. And it's just it just gives me a bad feeling thinking of the system, and a lot of the times the girls are underage. It's known to be like that, and like it's celebrities did it as teenagers and stuff like that, but the whole system is like flourishing, and like companies are really corrupt and they know what's going on, but they get around things a lot.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not a clubber, so this is kind of new to me. And I mean, I've heard of like celebrities getting paid to just like be in a club, essentially to promote it. But it sounds like what you're talking about is more like not quite sex trafficking, but almost kind of close, because it's like
it's icky.
It involves like underage girls essentially. And you said it's primarily in New York and here, like Los Angeles. Okay. Okay. And the claim around that is maybe that we're not supposed to talk about it, and also maybe that it's morally not okay that it's happening. Like you'd say it's wrong?
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't think it's a right system, but it's really like, for girls, it's the benefit of pretty privilege. You get in for free, you get whatever you want inside, and no questions asked. But for guys, it's just abusing power and money and getting in relation with those girls, and it's sorry,
That's all good. How on this needle here, how confident would you say you are that this system is wrong? 100%?
Yeah, as someone who has seen it, yeah, it's a really, really weird system. And so like, because it's more down low, they'll say like, in order to stay running with their licenses, they have to have like food during the day, so they'll call it like a lounge or a restaurant, and it's like really at night it's closed doors, and it's whatever happens. And like, I was at a place and I got this thing, and someone threw a bottle at my head, and they denied it happening to the cops so that the business wouldn't get shut down.
Someone threw a bottle and hit you in the head?
Yeah.
Wow. And so you're saying because the people who, I guess, like run these clubs are like in the VIP section or whatever, again, I'm not a clubber, so I don't know the terms or whatever, but these people have so much money that like they can essentially do anything behind these closed doors.
Yeah. There's people who will pay like $2,000 to get in, $5,000, and have a table of pretty girls.
Wow. Okay, this is kind of, might be a bit of a weird question, but what do you think an opponent to your position might say? Like someone who respects, I guess, the privacy of these clubs and also thinks it's okay what's happening in there. Could you think of a counter argument to what you're saying?
It's a business, and there's a lot of money in the business. I mean, if people drop like $5,000 in one night, there's multi-million-dollar corporations that run off of it, and that's just money. And for some people, it's money over morals.
Okay. So you think any moral person should essentially agree with you? There's not a moral argument against what you're saying. It's hard to think of one for me.
The only thing is that, at least after going a few times, you know what you're dealing with, and so like, I think after a little bit of time, girls watch out for each other and just try to stay away from the guys. But I think the people in charge definitely know what they're doing. They pay promoters to get girls, and they're paid per girl that they bring in.
Let me ask you this. It's going to come off as a weird question once again. Is any responsibility on the girl who is taking money to be in the club?
Like the promoter that's paid for the girls? Because girls don't get paid. They just get in for free.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, then I guess that, like, is there any ethical responsibility that's on these girls for going to the club, for getting in for free? Or would you say they're purely victims of this system that you're describing?
I think they know that it works. I think at first they're told, like, hey, there's this popping club in West Hollywood and there's celebrities and you should totally come. They don't know about the system until, like, you get to know the people within it and you see it and you recognize what goes on. But I think after that, like, you're aware of what you're being involved in, but people just, it's a way to get in a cool place and get free stuff based on your look. So if people want to do that, I think as long as they have knowledge about what they're really doing and they're safe, then, like, no. But I think like it's not something people know immediately.
Right. You feel like maybe they're not told the whole truth of what might happen behind closed doors. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
But you just have to, I think the girls just have to be really careful with those people, knowing that, like, once they figure it out, knowing that someone paid $5,000 to be around them, that, like, their intentions might not be as good as theirs.
Okay, so now I think I'm understanding what's happening. So these rich people are just paying promoters thousands of dollars to be around, like, pretty underage women. Okay.
Well, it's normally, like, teenagers to, like, young 20s, in my opinion.
Yeah, but there's, like, 16 and 17-year-olds at some of these?
Yeah.
And are they snuck in illegally?
I mean, it is definitely illegal, but it's a system of sometimes, like, celebrities will get in. Celebrities will be paid to go, and they'll be underage, and it just doesn't matter. Or, like a bunch of celebrities would party at some clubs in Beverly Hills as teenagers, and it was, like, the cool thing to do. But I don't know if it's always been the system of paying and, like, getting in like that, but that's definitely what it's become now.
Yeah, like, what do you think happens if the police are called? Have you ever seen that happen?
Yeah, so they deny everything. Like, if an underage girl got in and they find out, then, like, they get in trouble, but it's the fault of the girl for having a fake ID or lying, I guess. But they definitely take no liability.
Okay. Wow. That's interesting. Thanks for teaching me something. You mind if I ask you a couple more questions?
Go for it, yeah.
Is there anything, a new personal experience or new evidence or something that could make you, like, less confident in this claim, like less than 100%? Is it possible?
I mean, I've met some good people, like girls, but just the guys, it's a weird feeling, like it's like a 30 to 60-year-old asking to buy you a drink or Uber you back with them, and it's like, ooh, no, I'm just trying to hang out with my friends. Like, maybe if I had met a good person who was there just to, like, be a nice person, be giving, like, almost philanthropy, even though it's in that scene, like, maybe, but I haven't seen that.
So, like, but is that possible if it's 30 and 60-year-olds? Like, if it's that age range and they're just, like, being nice, I don't know, giving you money or drinks or whatever it is that a good person does, would that change your mind? Like, if they weren't asking you to come home with them, I guess.
It would make me feel a little safer, for sure, but I think the system behind it is still wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. What's your name again?
Liz.
Liz, good to meet you. Do you shake hands or?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, I do.
Awesome. Great.
Thank you for the talk.
Yeah. That's interesting. That sucks.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I didn't hear it, but it looked awesome.